I should get a mouse as a prop. This is my first time making a YouTube video, so please bear with me. My name is Megan. I am a rodent breeder focusing on mice, African pygmy dormice, and black Nile spiny mice. And welcome to my YouTube channel, I guess. I am mostly active on TikTok and Facebook, but I wanted to kind of go into longer form videos because I feel like I have a lot to show you guys. I have a lot to post about. All of my TikToks are very small snippets, obviously, of most of my day keeping so many rodents. So yeah, I'm just trying to get into it and hopefully feel less weird about recording myself. So I am just going to clean the sorority cage and then tell you guys a little bit about myself, a little bit about my rodentry and what led me here. Hello! So this is my sorority. This is where all of my older girls live and the ones that I am keeping to further my breeding projects. And so this is where they live also in between litters as well. The first thing that I do when I am cleaning cages is I take old bedding so they're not stressed, some chews, food, a hide maybe, and put them in a temporary cage. Come here. There's a lot of stuff in here, so this can take a whole long while transferring everyone, and then they like to dig and hide from me, so that obviously makes it harder as well. Hello. Hello. Come here. I usually prefer using a bigger cage, but my other two are dirty right now and I don't feel like cleaning them. So, and they're only going to be in this for a little bit, so I'm not pressed. I didn't even think about this, but yeah, I guess I can lower the ring light. Sorry, I am new to this whole thing. Please hold. Okay, I guess that's good. Sorry, you don't get to see where I'm actually putting them. Come here. All right, good girl. All right, and then when I take out the majority of the mice, I will go ahead and start taking out the actual supplies. Since I do keep a lot of mice in this one cage, I do very frequent cleanings, but then I also take out 100% of their bedding. I know a lot of people have controversial opinions about that. You know, they say to keep their scent on it, makes them feel more comfortable. I personally have never noticed a difference. These are the last of my quart granules, so dumping it out. I have never noticed it make a difference with their comfort level. They explore and hang out normally. If I did notice, obviously I would make a change. But since I do keep so many in here, they soil the bedding very quickly and pretty deeply. So I find it much better just to give it a complete clean out rather than holding anything behind, because it does simply get too dirty and it is hard to keep up with. Now, the oldest mouse in this cage is Quinny. I've already gotten her. She is very old. You can see her age. She's all dirty right now. But she is about 1.5 years old. Could be older. I got her from a rescue situation. But she is very old and is showing her age quite a bit now. But she's still very snuggly, very happy. Very much living life. Actually, this bedding is deep and covered in a lot of poop, so I'm going to give them fresh bedding for their carrier. There you go. Sorry. I'm just throwing it on top of them. They don't mind. They like to bury. It's fine, it's fine. They like it. Okay. Now I will keep going and I will come back when the entire cage is cleaned out. See you then. Done, and it is beautiful and it was really quick and easy. Okay, so now that everything is out, I'm going to go ahead and spray it down. I use this spray, I made it myself. It's water, white vinegar, and permethrin, which is an anti-mite spray and repellent. I spray this usually 2 times a month, maybe. I clean the cage every other week, or not every other week, that's crazy. Every week, so I spray usually every other week. So this cage was much dirtier than I wanted it to be. I let it go a couple more days further than I usually do because I wanted to make this video. Lesson learned, not doing that again because, ew. Even just a couple days with mice, because they are so nasty, it can become something horrible. I mean, luckily, everything's fine. I'm just being dramatic. But it is just dirtier than I wanted it to be. And, you know, they deserve a clean cage too. So, there we go. I have got the inside. Now I'm going to do the outside. In case anyone was wondering what cage I use the Cat State 3.0, 100 centimeters. I have 2 of those. On the bottom, there is my grow out bin, but I think I'm going to be changing things around and use a different cage for my grow outs, and then put something else in that cage, which will be announced at a later date. Nothing is confirmed yet, but it is just something that needs to be in a bigger cage dedicated to it. So I'll be doing some rearranging and stuff as well in the very near future. All right, just finishing up. Okay. Well, I don't like that. Is that on the inside or the outside? Inside. Okay. Goodbye water stains. Okay, not perfect, but it's clean, and that's what we'd like. I do need to take these off. I put them up for fall. Oh God. So I need to take them down because it's not fall anymore. All right, while this while this dries, I am going to go wash all of their stuff, and then I will be back. And is helping me out washing the supplies. So now I'm going to go ahead and start filling. So some of you might know this, some of you not. I'm just gonna explain lightly as I go what I'm doing and why. But when doing a mouse cage, you want to use kiln-dried aspen as the base, not cotton. Pine can be a little controversial. Do your research. I've used it and had no problems, but I know some people warn against it, so it's up to you. But kiln dried is wood where they have, oh, my mic fell off, hold on. Okay, kiln dried, I don't exactly know the process. Maybe it's double baking. Oh, whatever. It's something that they do where it removes the dust on the bedding. So when bedding can say dust-free, it's not always dust-free. So you go, this is just from PetSmart, not sponsored. But you go where it says kiln dried. Oh, it says removes moisture for high absorbency. There you go. Make sure your bedding has the kiln dried thing on it. Any kind of cotton bedding like Carefresh will not absorb their urine and odor as well. And mice have really, really sensitive respiratory systems, so you need something that's going to be as absorbent and smell-free as possible. Okay, let's get into it. All of the bedding is in here. Like with hamsters, mice need a lot of space to burrow and have all of their stuff in. Hamsters, I believe, recommended between 8 to 10 inches, but with mice, it's just 6 to 8. So while it still needs to be deep, doesn't need to be as deep as hamsters. I used two 40-liter bags. I prefer to get the big ones of bedding, but they were sold out, so I had to get the two small ones. Excuse me. And I used both of them. As well as aspen, I also use Timothy hay and some Carefresh as the nesting material. I'll show you guys as I'm doing that. Sorry, the hay. Oh, it's inside me. And then I will do a variety of substrates, kind of like with hamsters. So I will do cork granules. I'm all out, I need to reorder more, so they're not gonna have a dig box of cork granules, but they will have a dig box of like just Timothy hay and mealworms and cocoa soil, and I believe I have Reppy soil as well. Mice do not need a sand bath like hamsters do, so please don't give them one. It will do more harm than good. For now, I am just waiting for the rest of the stuff to be cleaned. Very grateful. As I am putting all the stuff down, I'll be lightly explaining to you guys what I'm doing and why, like I said earlier, but I'll also just say some stuff about me, a little bit of a get to know me, and then we will go from there. Okay, bye. I'm placing this because it is big and it is essential to the foundation of this mouse cage. I usually lay it like this, but I think I'm going to try something new. I have seen some people do it like this, so I would like to try that. Assuming it fits, I don't mind. I mean, door's right here. Okay, sorry, didn't say that. And assuming it fits with the door. I don't mind if it goes over a little bit because the mice do like to have a place to stand and look at me and take treats from me. So this could be good, but I will see. I'll see if it fits. Ooh. Okay, is that too much space? No, it's fine. Okay. Wow, it's beautiful. Oh, they're actually going to be obsessed with this, so that's really nice. Will you tell me if this looks stupid? Okay, wait, there's too much in this front one. Simply too much. Oh, it's because there's no. Okay, yeah, it's kind of different. I mean, yeah, it looks a little weird, but I think this is going to be a good spot to like tilt things off. You know what I mean. I do things a little bit different each time I'm setting up mouse cages. You know, I just change things up. Okay, please comment below and tell me if this looks stupid, because I think it looks cool. It's different, at least, which is nice, and it's always good for the mice. And I think they're really going to enjoy being able to crawl and stuff. But tell me if you think I should put it in the back or something. But like, this is a perfect jumping point because they love to come up when I open the doors for treat time or food time, and this will be a really nice spot to give them stuff. So that's why I'm kind of excited about that. That does mean, however, this will get crazy poopy, so pretty fun, pretty awesome. I have these guys to do. Oh. Started talking without putting my mic on. Count of 45. Okay. Have these bad boys to put in. Love, 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 love. They're still a little bit damp, but they're gonna dry, so I am not worried. They dry really, really fast. Okay, now I think we can get crazy because, you know, these are obviously meant to go in the bedding like this, so you can watch them, you know, burrow and stuff. But what if we use this and make it, you can't see. You can't see. Okay. Hey, Diva. What if, that's upside down. Nope, it's good now. Okay. What if we did it like that? And then I think this is new and this is fun. And then we'll do the other one the normal way, but yeah, okay. I like it. Okay. Then the other one over here, we will just do a regular push bedding out the way and put it in, and then everyone is happy, happy. Remember to put my mic on this time. Who cheered? Anyways, okay, so the next piece, very integral part of the process. So we have our lovely taffet purple platform. I've been trying to move over to plastic in my cages, obviously non-chewable, like the sturdy stuff. Plastic in my cages because wood just gets so gosh darn dirty, and it's hard to clean. And plastic is just so fun, so easy. So I've been trying to make a switch over, but obviously it's not 100%, and if I see something that's cute, that's what, I'm gonna buy it. But this was one of the examples. I bought a bunch of plastic platforms and bridges to replace wooden platforms and wooden bridges. So this is one of them. I love this. I would highly recommend this platform. Again, not sponsored. So I had it over on this side last time, so I think I'm going to put it over here. Speaking of things I endorse, this taffet wheel, it's 10.5 inches, inches, and it is literally the best wheel I have ever had in my life. I would highly, highly recommend this. It is so pretty, it is so sturdy, so smooth, soundless, really good for the price point that you get it at. So I pushed the platform in really far, not far enough. I used a lot of bedding this time, so I have to make sure that the wheel is underneath. We did it. Fits like a glove. I think there's like a millimeter space in between, but space is space, so that's what matters. Woohoo! I've had some people ask me, why do I only have one wheel? Why don't I use two? The answer is because mice are selfish and want what they can't have. So, sorry, it's on wheels, unpredictable. So I have put two wheels in here before and they have only ever used one. They will make one disgusting and all of them will go on the same wheel, flinging each other around. And then the other wheel will sit beautifully untainted. So that's why there's one and then I have another one to use for my other cages. It's just, I'm not a millionaire, people. I breed mice. A camera died, but turns out it has some life left in it. So I was working without filming, but I will give you a tour of what we have right now. I have a little dig box over here with cocoa soil and mealworms, got some grape wood and driftwood, obviously a wheel, some chew toys. We have a little Timothy Hay dig box right here. Bunch of bridges, water, platforms. This is almost all of it. We still gotta clutter up some more, but for now, I think it's looking quite nice. I have some bamboo right here, which is an excellent tunnel. This was actually made for me by one of my buyers, which I really, really appreciated. Got another tunnel right here. Then we have their favorite coconuts. Don't come between my girls and a coconut hide because you will lose. We have another coconut hide right here, which I think I'm going to sneak under here. Then I have a ceramic tunnel. This is Bucat State or Night Angel. I don't know. One of the two. Where should I put it? Here. Or here. What does that look like? Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. So, voila. And then this, oh, there we go. This was weird, filming with one hand on an actual camera, so I'm sorry if everything sucks. Oh wait, I need to adjust that, and then this will actually go right here facing out so they can sleep without anyone looking at them. This is their lab lock dish where they put their big food, so this will just go right here next to the water. I have some cork that is currently drying, so I'm not going to put that in quite yet, but this is the bones of the enclosure. I'm going to be adding some teething stuff, sprays, and hey, I forgot this new little ceramic ghost I got. I can't forget him. I found this at Goodwill, so score. I think I'm gonna put him right on here. I have the cutest little spray holder right here. This one's custom made for me by the sweetest little Etsy shop, Bonnie Burroughs. So here's this. It's got a bunch of little holes in it that I'm going to be filling with sprays that I also got from her shop as well. I'm going to put the main one, this red sorghum, right here. Assuming it fits. Oh, nice. It fits in there quite well, and it's very snug, which means they can't pick it up and carry it around the cage with them. If you have as many mice as I do, you go through a lot of sprays. They don't last long at all, like with hamsters, but so I don't give them to them that often, usually just with a cage clean. I'll give them just a couple, because otherwise this is literally all they'd eat, and we can't be having all that.
Something always crazy, I feel it too. My body's restless.